I'm gonna assume spawnwave is gonna make a video on this. You know how he is though, and I feel like he might not. It would obviously have to be on his second channel if he does it. I'll have links to both of his channels in the description box down below. You're probably already subscribed to him, but go ahead and subscribe to him. Go ahead and show his channel, both of his channels, some love, because spawnwave is going through some stuff right now. And it's YouTube stuff, and there's gonna be a lot of people that don't care about it, and I understand, you know, it's sort of behind the scenes stuff, but it's something that needs to be talked about because it's a consistent problem that we constantly see on YouTube, where either a YouTube bot or a company posing as another company comes along and falsely strikes channels. And when we're talking about copyright claims, it's different than a copyright strike. If you have a claim, you could dispute it, this, that, and the other. You can also do that with a strike, but a strike has a more immediate impact on your channel than a copyright claim does. And we'll explain all that in a minute. Let me just catch you up to speed though, because I don't like it when people mess with my friends. I don't have many friends in life. I don't have many friends in the YouTube sphere. It's even smaller how many friends I have in the YouTube sphere. But if you're someone that I broke bread with, if you're someone that I've hung out with at different conventions and hung out with at not even conventions, and you helped me move at times, like, I ride with you. I'm a ride or die. I'm a very loyal person, and that's just me to a fault sometimes, you know, and it is what it is. But Spawnwave John is legitimately one of my best friends in not only YouTube, but I consider him one of my good friends in just real life. If I were to ever get married or something, like, I would invite John. John would get an invitation, you know, because he's good people. I've hung out with him a ton. When I lived in Delaware, I used to see him all the time. I talked to him all the time. We rode in a car together to go to a convention once that he was driving, not listening to music because he's a strange individual. But I love John. I love that man to death, and to see what is happening right now with his channel is ridiculous because there's lots of ramifications that come from this, because he did not get a copyright claim on his channel. All of us have gotten copyright claims where a company comes along and says you can't use this. There's a reason why with certain Konami trailers and even certain Capcom trailers sometimes I'll chop it up. Because if you just upload it, sometimes these companies get really angry with you, even if you're being transparent with it and, you know, talking about what you're seeing in the trailer. You're not just simply uploading the trailer with all the audio and everything just to make a quick buck. You're talking about what is being done in the trailer. You sometimes will get dinged for that. Yeah, I get it. You know, I don't like it, but I get it. But when we're talking about a strike, which is what he received today, that's a whole nother ramification. So here's what's going on. He messaged me and in a group chat earlier before posting this, but he decided to post this. Hey, Team YouTube, got a strike on my channel for linking to the Xbox website as a source in a news video, and now I can't upload or live stream for a week. I assume this is a mistake, and an appeal has been made, but any help is appreciated. So of course I came along and blamed MVG because that's what I do. I feel like the British are very sinister at times, and, you know, maybe they have ulterior motives, and maybe MVG is tired of seeing John be successful and he wants to take him down. Obviously that's very tongue-in-cheek. Don't go blaming other YouTubers for things unless you're friends with them and stuff like that. That's just how I roll. But let's take a look at what the situation is here. So this is obviously a video that is very old, because we're not talking about Sony backtracking on PS3 and Vita store closures in, you know, in any recent time frame. That was something that happened months and months ago, and, you know, it is what it is. Spam, deceptive practices, and scams is the policy that was violated with this. Meanwhile, you have all of these people that are literally scamming you with NFT tokens and different sorts of crypto crap and all this sort of stuff. And here's the website. Literally Xbox's website. This is when you go to Xbox, this is the website that you have. So now he has a strike on his channel, and obviously he talked about kind of the whole thing about not being able to upload or stream live for a week. But what does that actually mean? That means that his channel is pretty much shut down right now for a week because of this claim. So unless something happens, unless YouTube comes along, or unless his channel manager comes along and is able to work something out, his channel will be shut down for a week, meaning that there's no Newswave. Newswave is a show he does every morning. He does it every morning. I don't know how he does it. He's a very disciplined individual, but every morning he does Newswave. And with this claim, he can't upload anything. He can't upload nothing. He can't do a live stream either, which would mean that the Spawncast this week would have to happen on something else. So how did this even happen? Was this an individual that came along and claimed it? No, it was a YouTube bot. Something about the algorithm. some sort of computer thing going on where it falsely claimed one of his videos for being spam or deceptive practices. It used to be if there was a strike, there was a little bit more leniency in how your channel is handled. Once you get that second strike, then you start getting into more issues with not being able to upload or not go live. But the thing is, the YouTube bot has been issuing copyright strikes and claims based on things that don't exist on other people's channels too. There was a channel called Chiseled Adonis, who is this guy. He basically comments over on like strange mixed martial arts events and strange sort of UFC stuff, but a lot of it is just from weird promotions where they have weird stuff going on. The guy is absolutely hilarious. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Check him out. It's called Chiseled Adonis. Very, very funny guy. But he got a copyright strike for something that was completely nonsensical. Same sort of situation like this, and he was not able to upload for a week. It's kind of funny because I remember talking with John and some other people about this situation with Chiseled Adonis's channel, because they were like, oh, well, you know, a strike, it doesn't really mess with so much stuff. It's the second strike that gets you. And I was like, no. This channel I watched, Chiseled Adonis, had this same situation happen where he got a strike for nothing, for literally nothing, and his channel was shut down for a week. When your channel's shut down for a week and you do this full time, you're losing out on money. You're losing out on potential sponsors. You're losing out on algorithm related things. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that this was not done by a man. This was not done by a person. This was not done by an individual. This was done by a bot. A bot? What? We're not supposed to source things anymore? Is that the bad thing? Well, you source something. Oh, we gotta get you. It's deceptive that you sourced the Xbox website. What the hell is wrong? What the hell is wrong with this system? What the hell is wrong with this system to the point where it can potentially cripple your channel for, at the bare minimum, a week? A week! That's not even taking into account things like the algorithm and it pushing you down the algorithm, because now you're not uploading quite as much. Oh, this guy used to upload all the time. Now he's not uploading as much. He might not be interested in his YouTube career anymore. So it's ridiculous. YouTube. You follow me on Twitter. Team YouTube, you literally follow me on Twitter. I'm tagging you in this. I'm tagging you in this because this is ridiculous. I want to see what this man has going on this weekend. Those are the videos I watch of spawnwave, okay? I don't watch newswave all that much because it's kind of similar stuff that I talk about, but I like the tech wave stuff. I like when he talks about, you know, retro stuff and more off the cuff sort of stuff, because that's interesting to me. That's stuff that I might not talk about, or a system or a modification to a system or something where he, you know, inputs like an HDMI port on something that doesn't really freaking need it. And those are the videos I like to watch, but now I can't watch those videos this weekend. I won't get a new one this weekend because of this. Hashtag free spawnwave. That's what we're rolling with here, kiddies. Hashtag free spawnwave. I want this plastered all over the internet. I want this plastered on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You TikTokers, if you watch me, you better do it, because this is bullshit. At the end of the day, you know, in all seriousness, this is bullshit. Stuff like this is absolutely terrifying for a content creator to be involved with, especially when you haven't done anything wrong. You haven't violated any rules. You haven't done anything whatsoever that could be misconstrued as something like, you know, spam or deceptions or something like that. But now you're at the mercy of this bot. You're at the mercy of this overlord who's like, no, you messed up. And you didn't mess up. John, I love you, buddy. You better be making a video on this. I've been telling John you need to make a video on this because I'm going to make a video on this, and I'm pissed off. And, you know, maybe he's just a little more reserved than I am, but I'll have both of his channels in the description box down below. Make sure at the very least you check out his second channel, because that's what he's going to have to use if for whatever reason this isn't rectified by tomorrow morning, so that he can put up a Newswave video. John, I love you, buddy. Damn the bots.